They were on defense. They didn't have a lot when they were batting. They were up there swinging. That's
strike three, and that gets us out of the inning. Lakers, another scoreless inning. Game's moving quick here, boys. We'll be back with more on your home for local sports, KRMS TV.
As soon as you...
For years, scientists have toiled to make the perfect pizza. That's why other pies contain so many additives, fillers, and dough conditioners. Forget about it. Pizza making is an art. Papo's recipes were created in his own kitchen, not a science lab. With crushed tomatoes, freshly shredded real dairy cheese, and a hearth-baked crust. Whether you dine in, get delivery, or carry out, Papo's quality never varies because Papo is always watching. To order, go to papospizzeria.com.
Shh, I'm hiding. Where? At Dave's Hideaway.
Why? Well, there's no smoking, no pets. They have Wi-Fi, great barbecue pits, microwaves, refrigerators, best shower pressure at the lake, and the cleanest rooms.
Coffee anytime, too.
And they have great weekly rates.
Bob, where are you?
Oh, don't tell anyone, but I'm hiding at Dave's Hideaway, just west of the Camdenton Square on 54.
Come join me at Dave's Hideaway, 873-7111.
Bob!
Lake West Excavating is ready to help you with your demolition and excavating projects. Waterline, state-certified septic installations, land clearing, driveways, foundations, footings, and grading is just some of what they do. Owner Jacob Baker will personally oversee your project and offer hands-on supervision. Residential or commercial, Lake West Excavating has the experience and equipment to get your job done right and on time. Visit Lake West Excavating on Facebook and call 573-789-9553.
And we're back at the Cove at Lakers Trail. The Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0.
I'd like to remind you, Ozark Touchless Cover is one of our great sponsors. Check them out at ozarktouchlesscover.com. Don't fall for the knockoffs. Only go with the best. Call 573-317-7200. Ozark Touchless Cover. They do it right.
Tobin Dudley at the plate for the Lakers. He's catching today. Batting .274 in the season. He's got 10 RBI in the year. But his contributions to this team certainly come behind the plate.
He's already got one caught stealing tonight.
Oh, takes a big cut at the low one there.
Quick at bat for Dudley. Mr. Webb brought up earlier in the game we would like to see a few more longer at bats. Good to see our buddy the Spark Plug coming up to bat.
Think Lake Movers, movinglake.com for local and long distance move. Call Lake Movers. They do the heavy lifting so you don't have to. Whether across town or across the country, call 573-319-1730. Foul ball there. As we mentioned in the top of the broadcast, Levi Layman's DHing for the Lakers. He's only had 17 plate appearances in 16 games, but he has 6 walks.
And he's got some good speed. He's often our pinch runner as well.
Yeah, he also has 6 stolen bases from those appearances as a courtesy runner or pinch runner.
Another delivery from the lefty. Big and high, nice eye. Third inning is also brought to you by Lake Movers, as the Lakers would like to move on. MovingTheLake.com is their website. For local and long-distance moves, call Lake Movers. They do the heavy lifting, so you don't have to, whether across town or across the country. Call 573-319-1730, Lake Movers. Thank him again.
Layman settles in. Oh, high, lays off a high one. He's going to walk to first base.
My buddy Mark Webb said we need to get some three ball counts, and we got one right there, partner.
Also got to thank the Motor Hut. Check out their still gravelly, grasshopper, and Husqvarna products. Visit the Motor Hut on Facebook, online at themotorhut.com.
Putt
to the Motor Hut in Camdenton. Call 346-6110.
We'll work on that.
Well, Tim just putted to first base because he had a good at-bat. Very patient.
Oh! Well, Mark, I was going to have you call that at bat for number 9, but that at bat's over.
I just did, and it's the best piece of color commentary I've ever done.
He's rubbing on his helmet over there.
Not going to hurt anything upstairs. Maybe it'll help him with his math score.
Gets us back to the top of the lineup. Carson Dern and the second baseman coming to the plate.
We love to see this, don't we, partner? We get that bottom of the order, turning it over to the Dernan brothers, the Triple D.
T-Lawn and those guys coming up.
Now they've all seen him once. They all liked what they saw, at least swinging at it. Now let's see if they can straighten one up.
Get to your speedier Lakers on the base pass as well here. 1 out. Here we are at the bottom of the 3rd inning.
He needs to be patient, wait for that fastball.
Maybe wait for one to get away.
Sophomore shows bunt.
Good move.
Lehman got a little off.
Safe.
Good throw by the catcher.
Kickapoo coach going to come.
A little bit of a late time, but they're going to do the same thing. Talk about what they want to do on defense now that they saw. Probably didn't think that Carson Durden was going to throw up a bunt there. It might have been a token bunt.
I think we're not taking into account that having runners on really messes with pitchers, especially when they're used to not having anybody on base.
Yeah, because they had one base runner on early, but that didn't last very long as Durden got caught off. Maybe a questionable pitching move there.
Yeah, in between innings, Lou, good point. We saw Coach Bryce Durden come out and ask the umpire why that wasn't a balk, as the big lefty seemed to have broken the plane.
It's divided attention, the same thing they're looking for in a DWI stop.
Very good point. You don't want divided attention whether you're on the phone or drinking and driving. You knock both those things off, or you're going to have to give Mark Webb a call.
All right. 1-0's the count. 1 down. 2 Lakers on here. Lakers trail the Chiefs here in Ozark Conference action 1-0.
Nichols got a good lead here. He just doesn't know which way to throw it.
It's looking him back, but yeah, certainly it seems like those base runners have certainly has his attention divided.
I like it.
Daryl, like you said earlier, he's got to be careful to balk here.
I mean, that one was close as well. I think the lefties get a little more credit. Ooh.
Good take.
Leaned at it, but it was high. The home plate umpire leans toward strike, but does not throw up that right hand. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out.
Lehman getting way off second base there.
Well, we want him to be careful here. He's
no double play. Just take this one.
2-0's a count.
Oh,
that's a strike.
That's still a good take, Daryl.
He wasn't going to do anything with that pitch anyway.
It was thrown inside to try to induce a ground ball.
We have seen this thick infield grass for the Lakers wreak havoc on some visiting teams when we do bunt, so I'm not opposed to it in any way. Little small ball. I think he's swinging here. Nope. Oop. Skips the rope, coming back, and he's hung up. Nichols has got to go.
I think he's going to get there.
Yeah, nobody was covering there. That's going to be
good coaching.
Out on the base pass there for Lehman. And that's going to be two down.
We saw it coming there from the young sophomore.
Yeah, he was getting really aggressive with his secondary lead there.
Not the time to do it.
I think there's something wrong.
So 3-1's a count here. We got 2 down.
Are there 2 down here, partner, or is there only 1 down? Did we get? Oh, we had Dudley out at the beginning. I forgot about that.
Yep. So
Nichols almost
throw back there, but almost gets away from the first baseman over there, Jalen Brandon.
That's 2 of our 3 base runners have been picked off. Not a good recipe for success.
Two down here. Lakers looking.
Ooh.
That's going to be a strike.
I think the Kickapoo pitcher does not want anybody to steal from him.
I think you're right. Nichols will be off on this pitch since it's 3-2-2.
Yeah, if Durnan's able to put this in play, Nichols is going to have an opportunity to get moving here. He's
there
off.
It goes. There's
that's going to be ball 4. So 2 on, 2 outs here as the shortstop, number 7, senior Cam Durnan, comes to the plate.
Really good at bat there.
Yeah, made him work for it. Saw a lot of pitches, which is good. And, in high school.
And they're still bugging him. He's still looking back at second base to see Jace out there.
Kickapoo coach is adjusting the outfield a little bit. Cam looks at first pitch.
Ooh, the first pitch curveball.
Nichols is laying back a little bit, getting a decent lead, but not. I think he might have learned from the runner ahead of him.
Well, he's a senior. There's something to be said for a couple more years' experience. He knows the situation. Not as not as excited. He's been here a few more times. It'll come with Lehman, for Lehman. We're going to need him later in this game, so he can't get too down on himself.
Well, when you got number 7 at the plate, too, I mean, you just want to give him every opportunity, to do what he's here to do.
Absolutely, and I'm sure these two boys at their lunch table have talked about that many times, because I know that number 9 has been caught at least one time with Cam up, and he knows better than to do that.
2-3 ball count here.
We've talked about this one, and we've seen some good things happen when Cam has a 3-ball count. He always has the green light, but he will pick his zone, and it's going to be up and outside, I would assume.
Anything to right scores a run.
Anything to right scores a run, but we're looking out there for the cameraman. He's given a few a ride out there since we've been doing games here, and I'd like to see at least one more.
3-0 pitch here. He lays off that ball forward, and that's going to load the bases here.
Good eye.
Brings to the plate for the Lakers, the junior, number 17, pitching today, Cade Durnan.
Cade going to help his own cause here. Excuse me, Mark. Cade's going to help his own cause here. I'm feeling good about this at bat.
You were right, Daryl. They went after him with the high fastball, and he was able to lay off of it.
I know that my birthday girl, my lovely wife Ashley, doesn't say those words very often, Mark. You were right, Daryl.
Probably more often to other people than you know.
Yeah.
KT strike 1.
Best opportunity the Lakers have had here. Oh, out in front.
We got one of your best bats at the plate. We've got bases loaded here.
He's in the hole now, so he needs to choke up.
Lakers have done a lot of damage on 2 outs this year here at the home games we've been covering as well.
Right center looks juicy. Left field line looks juicy. Let's see where he wants to go.
(0-2) count. Takes a swing at that one, sends it rocketing down.
He's sending a message back to that pitcher that if he throws it in the strike zone, he's going to swing at it.
He's got to do that. He's got to protect the strike zone, and I'm worried about a little off-speed delivery here, maybe 2. However, he's choked up and looking for contact.
Settles in for this one. Takes a big cut at it and sends it high.
They got to go. They got to go. Hope they run into each other. Look out.
There's a little miscommunication, but they're able to make the play. And the Kickapoo Chiefs get out of the inning. We're going to take a quick break here. Come back for the 4th inning on your home for local sports, KRMS TV.
The Lake's Lunch and Dinner headquarters is the new Encore Lakeside Grill. Check out these daily lunch and dinner specials. Only $15 at the Encore. Meatloaf Mondays, Country Fried Steak Tuesdays, Sirloin Steak Wednesdays, Smoked Pork Ribs on Thursday, and Fish Fillet on Friday. Enjoy $5 off appetizers from 3 until 6:30 every day and all day Sundays. There's always great entertainment Tuesday through Saturday with dueling pianos on Fridays and Saturdays. The Encore. Excellence on every level.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. I invite you to come see our incredible selection of pre-owned vehicles here on our lot, starting as low as $4,000, and combined with our friendly, no-pressure sales staff. Hewlett's also is proud to offer aggressive subprime rates and options if there is a need. Our prices and photos of all pre-owned inventory is always available to view at shophewlett.com. So come see us today and let us show you the Hewlett difference. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
So, who did you wake up with this morning? Yikes. Who are you going to fool around with at work today? And who will you take home tonight? Now that just makes you sound desperate. We do too, so don't be a button-pushing radio tramp. We'd appreciate a monogamous relationship. There's only one station that rocks the lake. 93.5 Rocks, classic rock, and more. Streaming worldwide at 935rocksthelake.com.
And we're back at the Cove where the Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0.
2 in a row.
We had 2 strikes.
2 quick strikes.
The leadoff batter this inning.
First baseman.
Number 26, Jalen Brandon. And that's
Punch him
strike
out.
3. Quick strike out there.
3 really good pitches.
That's going to bring to the plate Nate Owen, the DH.
Nate was hit by a pitch last at bat with the bases loaded. Got himself a painful RBI. Looks to be fine. Takes the first pitch for a strike.
1-0 lead here for the Kickapoo Chiefs in Ozark Conference play.
Luke, this is about the least wind we've seen down here at the Cove since we've been doing our games.
It's been a decade since the Lakers have beat this Chiefs team.
Half of that Kickapoo squad from a decade ago have been clients of Mr. Mark Webb, attorney at law.
No comment.
That's got to keep that privilege, I guess. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. I had a little too much fun up here at the lake in the summertime, and they knew who to call. Look out.
That one's coming our way.
Luke, you dodged that one just in time.
If I wanted to be dicey, I could say I can neither confirm nor deny.
There you go.
2-2's the count here. One down. Kickapoo hanging on to a 1-0 lead over the Lakers. Another foul ball there.
That one's over your head, 2-2. Owen's hanging tough in here. And he's going to get on that one.
Chased one in the dirt, but Dudley unable to handle it, so he's going to make it to first base, and the Chiefs have a runner on. No outs. 1 out. Now batting for the Chiefs, number 11, Chase Ham.
Mark, did you ever keep score as a young man in baseball games?
I kept score as a young man and as a young adult, and a couple weeks ago.
How would you score that one right there? That last one, strikeout,
what happened
wild
here?
pitch.
Maybe wild pitch.
You put the strikeout on there.
It's strikeout and pass ball. Isn't it?
Yeah, or wild pitch, depending on what to choose. He lost his big league chew there in his back pocket.
All right, we're back in action here. 1 on, 1 down. Quick throw back to first.
Ooh, Dudley, close, though.
Dudley on the money with that one. Just a little late.
That's kind of the fun of keeping scores, seeing how you measure up to the official scorekeeper.
Yeah. I haven't kept score since I was a young man, and that one gave me a little trouble there. I got a lot of letters written down.
We got a timeout on the field here. Durnan's going to call timeout and come visit with oh no, there's something came on the field. That's what happened. All right. Little tennis ball comes flying over for some kiddos playing over there, I imagine.
I don't put an error on the catcher there. It's a pass ball. Strikeout.
Pass ball would be an error catcher.
No.
Oh, swinging strike there.
Not necessarily. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you, Mark. You do that for a living, and I just do it as an amateur.
Well, that was rhetorical. I don't know, Dale. Don't have an official scorekeeper to check it against.
I think we're pretty close to being the official scorekeepers here. I think there's...
Quick throwback. Plenty of time there. I was going to think Ireland Construction, West Ireland, 573-434-0786. Visit their Facebook page to view awesome pictures. They also handle remodels, construct steel buildings, and provide a variety of other services.
Saw Russell today, and he said anytime, day or night, just call 573-434-0786. Tell him Daryl sent you. Receive a fabulous discount.
I think you write K, you shade in the diamond, and you write question mark between home and first.
There you go. There you go. I like it.
2-1's the count, 1 down, 1 on. Showing bunt there. Gets a piece of it, and they're going to call a strike.
He attempted at it, and I believe it tipped it and went into Dudley's glove. So there's a strike all around. We'll go back to 2-2. 1 out. Runner on first. Cade staying in that stretch. Gives the runner at first a look. Raises the leg, kicks, fires, throws it low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He's been getting a little cute with the off speed here. I'd like to see him go back to that fastball. Chase grounded out. Number 11 for Kickapoo grounded out to Durnan last at bat. And
oh yeah, I got him to
chase that one again. Gets away from Dudley.
He can't go. There's that base was taken up, and there was less than 2 outs. He's out at first, and you can throw. And the runner did advance on his own volition to second. So let's talk about scoring there, Mark. That's gonna be a strikeout and a stolen base, I believe.
I'm a little confused.
Now batting number 5, Rylan Smith. All right.
They're going to make Nate Owen come back to first. I thought he could run at his own discretion. Now they're going to bring in they're going to bring in a courtesy runner.
With that really nice brick backstop back there.
It is.
A couple feet taller, and this would be a little easier to handle.
Number 12, Joey Cloninger coming in for the Chiefs. Coach Durnan talking things over with the umpire.
He'd come over and talk to us. We'd set him straight here. That was the right call. Everything is up to code. Up to code, just like it would be with Ireland construction for you.
So as it stands, you got a man on second base. You got 2 outs. Kickapoo with a 1-0 lead here.
So you're saying they're as confused as I was.
Kate Durnan on the mound for the Lakers. After giving him that first inning run, he's shut the Kickapoo Chiefs down since.
Kickapoo's going to get their bullpen fired up here. That's a curveball. Broke a little too early.
Pretty close.
Let's get back to the heat.
You got that curveball to spit in there for 2 strikes in a row an inning ago.
It's our buddy Ryland Smith. Been in the middle of almost everything here in this game. Made some good defensive plays. Been caught stealing.
Lakers looking to get in the bottom of the 4th here with still trailing 1-0. They got the 2 outs here.
Yeah, it's
called strike. Late call.
There you
go. 1-1, 2 outs.
That's a strike.
It really looked like it.
Games.
2-1 the count. 2 down.
I got to quit calling those early this game. I don't have it today.
That's not Angel Hernandez back there.
Durnan checks the runner on second. Delivers. Another strike. High strike right at the letters.
I think it's Lieutenant Frank Durbin.
Luke's just going to have to move me out of the way. I'm standing in.
No, it's not you. Mark Webb joining us here. I'm Luke Hagedorn, Daryl Nichols, and that's right to Mellencamp, who cleans it. Oh, bobbles it a little bit, and that's going to mean runners on the corners. 2 down here.
It's a tough play to make with a guy barreling towards you.
Yeah, you got so many things to think about in that situation.
I'm sorry, guys, but that's still an E5. He's got to make that play. It's varsity baseball at its finest here, and those are at conference. There's 2 outs. You got to not worry about that guy running at you.
Now batting number 20, center fielder Tyrus Shorts.
Daryl, while I agree with you, you're a tough cookie.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Mr. Spencer would tell you the same thing. Nobody's more upset than him right now. There goes the runner. Big swing, big miss. But Travis Shirts.
Runners on the corners here, 2 down. Lakers trail 1-0.
We can still get out of this. If I remember right, Shirts, his last at bat, couldn't catch up to this fastball, and he showed it right there. We got him in a pickle, but he's going to go.
No, he did what we talked about. He went on to second.
Just keep running. That's going to go as a stolen base. Everything working in the Kickapoo Chiefs' favor so far in this game. A lot of unforced errors by the Lakers. We're not used to seeing a lot of those.
And quite frankly, I think the Lakers are fortunate to only be trailing 1-0 here. But with 2 outs here, looking to shut this scoring down here in the top of the 4th.
That's really how they got to look at it. They're going to probably have a come-together meeting.
That's still early. It just takes 1 crooked number, guys.
That's right. We've seen it before.
They just need to hold them off now.
That's a good pitch. In the hole, 0-2. I don't change anything. I throw that same pitch again.
He's favored that high strike. Let him do it.
2 down here. 2 strikes.
2 out. 2 on. Swing and a miss.
3. And Durnan gets out of the inning. We're going to take a quick break. You're home for local sports, KRMS TV.
Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.com. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.com. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.
For all of your local and long-distance moves, call Lake Movers today. 573-319-1730. MovingTheLake.com.
Lake Movers, removingthelake.com. Lake Movers, removing the lake.
For years, scientists have toiled to make the perfect pizza. That's why other pies contain so many additives, fillers, and dough conditioners. Forget about it. Pizza making is an art. Papo's recipes were created in his own kitchen, not a science lab. With crushed tomatoes, freshly shredded real dairy cheese, and a hearth-baked crust. Whether you dine in, get delivery, or carry out, Papo's quality never varies because Papo is always watching. To order, go to papospizzeria.com.
The law office of Mark A. Webb was founded out of necessity. It was clear when he started that the old ways weren't cutting it, and there was a need for modern solutions to modern problems. Simply put, established methods of law office management were wasting time and money. So he set out to bring his approach to the 21st century. Every effort's been made to incorporate technology into practice, helping make your experience modern and comfortable. That's the office of Mark A. Webb.
And we're back in the Cove where the Lakers trail. The Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0. Jackson Basham at the plate takes ball one. Apologize to our listeners and viewers out there if you're trying to catch us on YouTube. A little bit of change in policy there, so unable to broadcast this particular game. We should be back on next time, though.
Is that show hair poking out from under that helmet?
He does. He does some good lettuce.
Yep,
I like it.
Looks good on the soccer pitch, on the basketball court, and the baseball field as well.
I make sure he doesn't get recruited by the Yankees too.
That's right. He'd have to cut it off. Joining us once again is Mark Webb, Camdenton graduate. He's just getting his first taste of young Mr. Jackson Basham, who already holds a Misha High School record in both baseball and soccer. Excuse me. He had the longest number of bats. Crushed up the middle, but good
right
play
to
by
the second baseman and makes it clean. And
Basham doesn't even throw his bat down. But he does have the high school Missouri State record for most at-bats without a strikeout. He also has the high school soccer record for most goals in a season.
Well, I think that's a Camden record.
Camden record, excuse me.
Yeah.
30 is a lot.
30 is a lot. Cole Hilton at the plate for the Lakers, the lefty first baseman.
We got to get something cooking here.
And Cole often is a catalyst for this Laker team. He's here at the Cove. He's been able to get things going.
He does, and it's usually about this time in the ballgame. So let's hope our trend continues. As he digs in, sees a first ball, sees a second ball, patiently waiting for his pitch. Right fielder's playing pretty shallow. Cole's got the power to get that way over his head. They're all playing shallow, actually. I like it. I like to see it. That's inside. This umpire's starting to squeeze.
Tried the corner and missed.
Tried the corner and missed. Just a bit inside. Ball 3.
3-0, 1 out. Lakers trail 1-0. Hilton at the plate.
That's a strike.
Take strike one.
Strike one.
It's okay to take that there.
Yeah, force him to, prove that he can throw you a strike.
He threw you 3 balls in a row.
He was not laying off of that one. He saw something he liked in that pitch, but he's going to take strike 2. That's full count here. All of a sudden, we're looking at full count with 1 out.
Kickapoo's got another guy up in their bullpen. It's number 22, Nate Owen, who we've seen playing on the field.
If you're going to take your 3 cuts, you might as well take it while he runs the risk of walking you.
That's right. Now it's 3-2. Let's see if Cole can keep a good eye and good patience here. Ooh. Swings it off of his foot. Kicks it around a little bit.
Ball winds up in play because it went off of the player. It's going to be a foul ball.
That would hurt Cole a little bit more than he'd like to tell you. He takes a little extra breather. Mark Cole, number 16 there, the senior, reminds me of a mutual friend of all of ours. Also a Camdenton baseball player years ago, Mr. Jeff Weaver.
He's just walking it off.
Yeah. His mannerisms, everything but the left-handed part. That remind me of Jeff.
Yeah, that would drive Jeff insane. Oh, takes a big cut there, and he goes down swinging. That's 2 down here in the 4th inning. like to thank Allie Holman Howe. Brett Edson's a Camden graduate and a big part of this Laker family. He coaches football for the Lakers and sits on the Camden R3 Foundation Board. You can find them at 15 Clint Avenue in Camdenton, 346-2265. www.allieholmanhowe.com.
And just one of the nicest guys around, too. My classmate.
Yep.
573-302-0897. If you need to call Mark Webb, go to markweblaw.com or call 573-302-0897 as he joins us here in studio for this Laker Kickapoo Ozark Conference game on KRMS Lake TV 32. Spencer takes 2 balls here, waits for another. Big cut again. These Lakers are swinging big. We need to maybe shorten our strokes up here. This was something I traveled down to Springfield Central to watch that big game after the last home game, and this was kind of a similar situation. The Lakers just couldn't quite get it going. They were taking swings that they probably could have shortened up on, and we wound up squeaking that one out, but against maybe a little bit of an older opponent, we would have been in trouble. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Take us home here, Luke.
He say that until he connects with one.
Yeah, he lays off that one, and now we got a full count here. Infield playing back a little bit, trying to keep everything in front of him here. Mellencamp with a big cut there and goes down swinging, and that's the 3rd out. We're going to take a break here on your home for local sports, KRMS TV.
Lake West Excavating is ready to help you with your demolition and excavating projects. Waterline, state-certified septic installations, land clearing, driveways, foundations, footings, and grading is just some of what they do. Owner Jacob Baker will personally oversee your project and offer hands-on supervision. Residential or commercial, Lake West Excavating has the experience and equipment to get your job done right and on time. Visit Lake West Excavating on Facebook and call 573-789-9553.
Prime Lending offers home loan solutions locally in the Lake area with over 400 different loan programs to match your needs. We allow you to request to float down your rate one time within 20 days prior to your closing if there's been an adequate market improvement. Close before the end of June and take advantage of our rate redo program. After you make 7 payments on the loan, you can reach out to refinance rate, and Prime Lending will waive its lender fees. Many renovation programs are available for purchase and refinance. Contact Prime Lending at thelake.com or capture the code.
Now, the greatest collection of classic country music ever assembled in the Lake of the Ozarks is yours.
And the Wichita lineman.
It's on Classic Country 104.9.
I said, Fred.
We're banging the twang with the songs you'll never forget.
Everybody starts moving.
Sing along with Classic Country 104.9.
God bless the USA.
Top of the order.
And we're back at the Cove where the Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0. We're back at the top of the order with the left fielder, Jackson Hauser.
Quickly 3-0 here.
Kate Durnan's still on the mound for the Lakers.
The Jose Altuve factor here.
Mm-hmm. And he walks on 4 straight pitches. Going to bring to the plate Brian Wamshire, the catcher, number 2. No, was it?
This kid's got some speed up there. I think you're right, partner.
Lakers having a little visit here at the mound. Mark, we were talking earlier about your work in the courthouse, and it's almost like a Camdenton alumni reunion up at the courthouse. A lot of folks up there, whether they're on the bench or other attorneys such as yourself. A lot of the legal community has come back to our community to serve here in Camden County.
Well, that's true. We've got Judge Gilly. There are a whole host of lawyers that I see on a day-to-day basis who've stuck around here in Camdenton.
Gilly and Hamner.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Hamner. Actually, Judge Hamner's wife is here too. She's in the prosecutor's office.
Although she is a zizzer.
I'll leave that to you, Luke.
No, we handled the Zizzers this year.
We've had some problems with them in the past.
In all sports, yes.
There have been words exchanged around the courthouse.
One on for the Kickapoo Chiefs here, no outs. Whamshire at the plate for the Chiefs.
Jackson Hauser taking a nice lead. Squares up, stabs at it, let it go foul. It was foul.
Dudley one-handed that one, but
and made a spin move.
He was in position. He was looking to get an out there, but as you mentioned, Hauser was on his horse and well on his way to second base there.
However you're tuning in today on KRMS Lake TV, we'd like to thank you for listening and hope you continue to do so. Tell your friends, and please give the support from our local sponsors.
KRMS TV, but I guess if we're talking to you,
you've already figured that out.
You have figured that out. I got a little Hauser here's walking it off a little bit after that play.
I got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. Might have hurt his right leg. Might give us the split second we need for Dudley to get that ball down to second base if he tries to steal now. I might throw it back over there if I was Dernan.
Our battery looked like they might have communicated a little bit there.
Checks his pocket, checks his the play call here. Signaled something in.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, we can back up now. Mr. Hilton is going to back up. I guess he's not even going to hold this runner, I guess. We can get Spencer Mellencamp back in position. Outfielders are going pretty deep. Basham, to me, is a little bit too deep for my liking in a 1-0 game with a runner on first. He's got the speed to get back there if he needs to.
1-2's a count, nobody out, one on. Lakers still trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0 this Ozark Conference matchup.
That's a ball a little bit high.
Yeah, if he's behind this fastball, look out Nichols out there and left.
I agree.
2-2's a count.
Last time up, he flied out to the second baseman, but it was in shallow right field.
Left fielder's always got to love it when a lefty comes up because he knows he's getting a dying quail out that direction.
He is. It'll hang out. Can move in a little bit.
Put spin on the ball, move it right to left.
And that's...
Ooh.
I got to quit. I got to get out of this game. Mr. Hagedorn, I don't know what happened between a week ago and now, but I've lost it. I can't see balls and strikes.
A part of it could be your vantage point.
Yeah, I had the same vantage point last game.
Full count here. Dernan delivers.
No kick. That one is a quick pitch. Luke, don't hustle, Luke. You got it. Oh, this is Van. Is this it? Is this the hit?
No, that one almost got the Van. Almost got her. We're going to have a few dents in the Van before the end of the season. Hopefully the windshield survives. Full count still. Nobody out. One on. Here we are in the 5th inning. Runner goes. And it's ball 4 anyway.
You handle that one, Luke.
He trots over, and that brings to the plate
Evan Van.
Great time to induce a double play ball.
Second baseman here.
He did get in front of one and fly out to the left fielder pretty deeply last time at bat.
He was an all-conference performer last season for the Chiefs.
So we got nobody out here. This is reminding me an awful lot of that first inning.
Now, if you look out there in left field at the scoreboard, it doesn't tell quite the same tale, Daryl. You just got one run on there.
That's
a whole bunch of zeros.
That's right.
He's going to Warrensburg to play baseball next year at Central.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Going to be a mule.
Hit 3 homers last year and 28 RBI. Well, he batted .366.
Got a good RBI chance here. Takes one in the dirt.
I like that.
Kickapoo is fired up. Their dugout's fired up. The guys on base are fired up. Let's put this fire out.
I like the move by the catcher to look him back, let him know that he will throw, but he doesn't need to. Didn't make a mistake.
Well, that's how we lost Lehman. That troublesome 3rd inning that's a good pitch.
Again, looking back, if you don't throw it, you can't throw it away.
3-1 count here, nobody out, 2 on. Heart of the Kickapoo lineup here. Durnan walks the bases loaded. Nobody out here. Bases loaded.
I believe Molly Hatchett's had a song like this, Luke, Flirting with Disaster.
I feel like Luke missed an opportunity to imitate Harry Doyle there.
I did watch Major League the other night and kind of got myself in the mood.
Although there were some good pitches in there.
There were. Very close.
Yeah, he's trying to work all parts of the plate there and just not getting all the best calls.
This is going to force him to go back to the basics, his bread and butter, which is the fastball. There it is right there, and there's strike one.
Got to thank Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton, serving the lake for over 54 years with the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. ShopHewlett.com.
Oh, my goodness. You got a mute button over there, partner?
Here in the fifth inning, the Lakers have found themselves in some rough waters.
Wait, do they use oven mitts in high school, too?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Rough water, they like it rough. Their docks are built to handle the roughest waters on the lakes. Call 374-0470 or online at roughwaterdock.com. Gets a strike there. Rough water docks are built late I think that one. I think we can do that one, I think.
That putt-putt's just a little above our pay grade.
Maybe.
The motor hut.
1-2's a count, nobody out. Full complement of runners on the base pass.
They sold me a handheld chainsaw over at the Motor Hut. Handy little tool. Also, something you got to be really careful with.
I would say. Is that for your future juggling career? You're practicing with one now.
It does have a safety on it, so you can't really make it spin without having good control of it.
He takes a swing at that, gets a piece of it, but Dudley comes up with it
for
the first out of the inning. Going to bring to the plate the first baseman,
Brandon Jackson.
Jalen Brandon.
Oh, Jalen Brandon. I'm sorry. Got it written wrong there. 2 strikeouts on the day, both swinging. Going to talk it over. It's called signs, Coach. I don't think this is really allowed, but we're going to go ahead and let it go. Now we're going to have a meeting at the mound.
I missed out on an auction on a Jordan Walker ball the other day at $2,000. I'm thinking to myself, this card was really nice, but I'm thinking, how much more are people going to spend on his autograph Bowman first? How much more will they spend on that than he'll get in salary?
Yeah, well, he just got off.
They sent him down to Memphis. What do you think about that?
I think that's a strategic move. I didn't look at exactly how that works, but as long as he's down there for less than 3 weeks, he still qualifies for Rookie of the Year, and also for your service time. It's service time that they were worried about.
I'm sure.
It's either that or Rookie of the Year would qualify him for a full year of service.
All right, one down here. Bases still loaded. Brandon at the plate for the Chiefs gets a hold of that one, sends it right to Mellencamp, who gets it for the out.
Holy cow.
Redeems himself on that hot corner.
Great play.
All runners stay safe, but that's 2 down for the Lakers.
My neck wouldn't swivel my head fast enough to even see that.
Yeah, I think he surprised himself that he came up with that one.
Yeah, he looked at third like he was going to try to get an out there, but he was a third baseman, so he probably needed to look to first or second. But it's still a great job by Mellencamp, kind of redeeming himself. He had a rough inning last inning.
And that saved some runs.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, that 2. So here we are, 2 down here. Lakers still.
Yeah, well, the difference between 1 out and 2 outs here is huge.
It's 1 out.
Good. Now you can just concentrate on that runner at the plate.
With a man on third, Daryl.
Yes. I got you.
Bases loaded. One run ball game here. We've got 2 down. Durnan looking to get out of this inning.
Quick first strike here.
Nate Owen batting for the Chiefs.
Been in the middle of everything. Also was warming up to pitch. I think we're going to see him on the bump.
This is some serious poise to work himself this far. He's got an 0-2 count, and he's sitting on a sax jam.
He's got it here. He's probably going to play around and throw a curveball. I've seen him do it a lot of times.
Runner on third with a little shenanigans. Durnan takes a step off the mound.
Mellencamp doesn't even move to him. Now he does.
He's not even paying attention to it.
No, he's worried about this next hot shot. Man, there.
Pitched out of the jam.
That's strike three. We're out of the inning, folks. We're going to be back with more action here on your home for local sports, KRMS TV.
Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.com. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.com. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.
For all of your local and long-distance moves, call Lake Movers today. 573-319-1730. MovingTheLake.com.
Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.com. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.
The convenience of it is what makes it awesome. You use the boat twice as much.
I've had these touchless covers for about 3 years now. I have them on all 3 boats here on the dock.
We don't have to constantly clean spiders off of our boats.
I'm able to come out by myself, raise them up, put them back down. They've made all the difference for me.
Alley Home & Howe Funeral Home, your hometown funeral service provider, has been proudly supporting Camdenton and the surrounding communities for 90 years. At Alley Home & Howe Funeral Home, we believe in giving back, remaining visible, and serving the communities that have welcomed us through the years. Our hometown staff is active in volunteering at local organizations. Brett Edson and the staff at Alley Home & Howe Funeral Home are proud supporters of Camdenton Laker Athletics, and we wish all of our student athletes the best of luck in the upcoming season.
1, 2, 3, Lakers!
And we're back at the Cove where the Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0.
Nail biting time, and I just looked up at the scoreboard, Luke. The Lakers are yet to have a hit. And Kickapoo only has 1.
And who got here leading off for the Lakers?
Looks like we have Dudley, catcher, backstop, the reliable senior.
Dudley's batting .274 on the season. See if he can spark a little action here for the Lakers. His first pitch swinging there.
Trying to tie it up there with one swing. I'd rather see some runners on. We saw a little bit of trouble there out of the stretch for this talented Kickapoo pitcher. He's real comfortable in this windup, and his delivery has a lot of legs and a lot of arms coming at it as he just gets another strike and puts Dudley in the hole 0-2.
Dudley's got Lehman on deck and Jace Nichols in the hole. Before the Lakers get to the back to the top of the lineup, Dudley slaps one up the middle of the field. The shortstop's able to cleanly field that one as Dudley dives into second base. Kickapoo Chiefs get their first out of the inning.
As only catchers can do there, Dudley loves it in the dirt. Really nice play by the shortstop. Looked routine, but he made it look routine. That was not a routine play. As Dudley kind of threw his bat out at that off-speed pitch, down and low.
Levi Lehman, the DH, coming in.
Lehman batting left against the lefty. See if that throws him off a little bit. This kid's pitching a gym here, as they say. Nice ball, nice first pitch strike, off speed again.
Lehman batting in place of the right fielder, Zane Fry.
They might be dealing with something here. I'm not sure what the decision was behind that. I'd be curious to hear Coach Dernan's explanation for that.
Lays off that one for ball. 1-2 the count.
It's going to tail out of play over the Camdenton Laker dugout. Into the spring, as they call it, although I've never really seen any water going unless it's raining pretty heavily.
Makes the count 1-2, keeps the count at 1-2.
Colin Muldoon really looking good as he catches the young sophomore looking there for a backwards K.
Brings up your left fielder, number 9, Jace Nichols.
Jace got knocked in the noggin his first time at bat. Batting here with nobody on and 2 outs. I'd like to get the lineup over to the top of the order. Let's see if he can be patient and wait for something.
I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Weston Scientific. Visit WestonScientificLLC.com to view and learn about affordable products offered to reduce viruses, pathogens, and contaminants in a very short time. They have air purifiers available for homes, commercial buildings, offices, or any kind of business. It's folks like that makes this broadcast possible, looking to expand more local sports here on KRMS TV in the future. That ball in the dirt, Nichols able to avoid it with a little tippy-tap-toe.
I know that the Durnan Grandma up in Kansas City is listening to us. Thank her for listening, and let's hope one of your boys can get this thing rolling as Nichols takes a big cut, fouls it back. It's the best swing I've seen in a while from him.
Our buddy Mark Webb joining us in the broadcast booth today. We sent him on a mission to the concession stand. He comes back packing.
We timed it a little early. You know, the strategy there, Luke, is Nichols takes a strike. Strategy there is you want to go about the bottom of the 6th inning when the concession people are starting to thinking about not wanting to waste anything, and they might be able to cut a deal. You did get a free hot dog, I see. Fresh hot dog, yeah. You want to wait till those are about an inning old.
Nichols takes one below the knees there. Make the count full.
Big fan of that free popcorn, too.
2 down here. Chase sends one back to the same shortstop, makes another great play.
Digging the dirt. Oh, the dirt.
Chase on his belly in safe at first base because the first baseman unable to pick that one.
Well, I think I know what I'm going to get my wonderful wife for her birthday present today, partner.
Some shout wipes?
I think I'm going to do the laundry because that's going to be a major mess.
Well worth it, though. Brings back to the top of the lineup Carson Durnan, sophomore second baseman, batting .400 on the year.
Never been a fan of the slide at first. I think it slows you down. Ooh.
Takes that one for a strike.
Sure would like to have seen that last top of the inning.
Lakers looking for a 2-out rally, trailing the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0.
Still no hits. Scorekeeper being rough there. Ball's in the dirt. This catcher's been really solid, too, there, Luke. We haven't really talked about him, and that's probably a good game. If you're not talking about the catcher, he's doing his job.
Carson takes that one high.
Well, we got a little second here. I know you brought him up at the beginning of the game there, Luke, but High Brothers Lumber and Millwork are locally owned and operated, employing local people. Provided us with some wonderful scaffolding. We would not have been able to do this without it. Ooh, inside strike. I don't know. For lumber, hardware, paint, and plumbing, electrical, floor coverings, blinds, and doors. Windows also. They have the bases covered. These Lakers like to get these bases covered up. South of Camden Square on Business Highway 5, High Brothers.
Nichols takes off.
Big swing.
Durnan swings and goes down. And that's the end of the inning, folks. We're going to take one more break here on Your Home for Local Sports. We got 2 innings to go. KRMS TV.
So, who did you wake up with this morning? Yikes. Who are you going to fool around with at work today? And who will you take home tonight? Now that just makes you sound desperate. We do too, so don't be a button-pushing radio tramp. We'd appreciate a monogamous relationship. There's only one station that rocks the lake. 93.5 Rocks, classic rock, and more. Streaming worldwide at 935rocksthelake.com.
If you have a residential or commercial new construction project, remember Ireland Construction. They handle remodels, construct steel buildings, and provide a variety of other services. Ireland Construction strives to meet and exceed the needs of their customers in a timely manner within your budget. Visit their Facebook page to view some awesome pictures. If you're thinking about a construction project, contact the best at the lake, Ross Ireland, Ireland Construction, 573-434-0786.
High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to be a locally owned business, supporting our local communities and employing local people. For lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, floor covering, kitchen cabinets, Valspar paint, and an extensive selection of windows and doors, stop by and let High Brothers help you. Meet the professional team at High Brothers Lumber and Millwork, South Highway 5, Camdenton. They have all the bases covered. High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to support high school baseball teams and broadcasts.
City.
I'm going to El Cap.
Oh, we got a new pitcher.
Oh, yeah. Another Durnin.
And we're back at the Cove where the Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0. Got a new pitcher in the ball game for the Lakers. Carson Durnin moves from second base to the mound. Does that mean Cade goes to second?
That'll close the book on Cade on the pitching mound. They are going to put him at second. He likes that third base. He played a little second in the Central game also. Cuts it back. That'll close the book on him on the mound. Did allow the 1 run on 1 hit. Unfortunately, he did walk 7 and had 5 strikeouts. That one's coming at you, Luke. This one is yours. No, it's not going to get out.
That's going to be Dudley's.
Nice play by Duds.
1 down. Yeah, you mentioned the seven walks. He came into the game with only 15 on the season in 6 starts and 38 innings pitched.
I'll tell you, half of those 15 came in the game against West Plains, I believe. Or the game right before, maybe.
All right.
All right, now let's get that down. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th. The visiting Kickapoo Chiefs are leading 1-0 on your currently number 3 ranked Camdenton Laker baseball team.
Ryland Smith at the plate for the Chiefs. Takes that one high.
Here we go. Not a clean inning. I think we've had 1 so far, Luke.
Brings to the plate center fielder number 20, Tyrus Schertz. Carson Durnin, the sophomore, on the mound for the Lakers in relief. Induces a foul tip there for strike 1.
Well, he's looking good today, Luke. He's working quickly. He's throwing strikes, although he did walk that last batter, but it's okay. I like the way he's looking. He's focused. He knows he's got a job to do here, and it's to keep that 1 on the board for Kickapoo, and hopefully the Lake boys can get back in the dugout and get something cooking.
Checks a runner first.
Brian Wamcher, catcher, is warming up now for Kickapoo. This is their 3rd guy they've had warming up. And Brian is in the hole at batting also, so he's going to...
Runner takes off there.
Catcher's indifference.
So got a man on second base here with 1 out in the 6th inning. 1-run lead for the Chiefs. 1's all around. 1 run, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for the Chiefs. I'll tell you, tracking some of these balls up in the air, that gray sky gives it a little trouble.
Yeah, this of our other than our opening day out here when it was pretty cold, this has been the I'd say the poorest weather we've dealt with so far, but still a nice day out here at the Cove. Just a little chilly, a little breezy, a little cloudy.
He's a little late on that swing as it drops right behind the visiting dugout on the first base side. We've got a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Chiefs with a man on second base and Ryland Smith.
Ryland's looking to scoot over to 3rd here, it looks like. Taking a pretty good lead. Cam Durnin is right behind him at shortstop.
The 9-hole hitter up for the Chiefs right now.
Carson gets the sign, checks the runner, kicks and fires. Curveball, strike 3. Top of the order to you. It's going to bring up our Jackson Hauser.
That's 2 down. Got 1 on. 1 run for the Chiefs. And as you mentioned, the leadoff hitter, Jackson Hauser, the left fielder, comes to the plate.
He's done a lot of things today. He led off the game with an infield single and scored a run. And then he struck out and has walked twice. So he hadn't been swinging the bat much, but he's got a lot to show for it. So, let's see what he does there as Carson spins around and checks on the runner at second. Nothing doing. Gets his sign, checks, sets, pitches, swing, tailing off to the left side. Probably going to be out. Nichols gives it a run, just out of his reach. He did make it pretty close there. I wanted him to. Although I did say I'd do the laundry tonight, so maybe I didn't want him to die for that one.
Well, diving in the dirt is a little bit different than diving in the grass.
Now, when you mix it all together, then I don't know what to do. Little bleach, some WD-40, some Dawn dish detergent.
One on, 2 down. Jackson Hauser at the plate for the Chiefs. The left-hander takes a swing and gets a piece of it and sends it out of play.
He's late too. It's a left-handed cut. Sends it over close to the parking lot.
He's got himself in a hole 0-2 with two outs.
Well, let's just get this strikeout here, and let's head back in, and let's get something going for these Lakers who've been completely shut down on offense.
The Lakers only have 2 more opportunities.
What are they having, 8 runs a game? He's still behind on it. Same pitch. Throw it again. Lakers have some work to do if they're going to get to their season average of runs per game scored.
Hauser staying alive here. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Try to keep this inning alive for the Chiefs. Carson Durnin on the mound, pitches, and another foul ball, but Hauser stays alive.
He's fighting hard here. There's only one team called the Chiefs I'm rooting for today, Luke, and it's not the ones out of Kickapoo.
No big to do up in Kansas City with the NFL draft, but we got Laker baseball here first. You're home for local sports, KRMS TV. I'm Luke Hagedorn. Daryl Nichols joins me. Our good friend Mark Webb sat in for a couple innings.
He told us things were getting real. He needed to get back over there, and I think he's putting my concession stand theory to the test before he sits down behind home plate.
He's certainly the nicest dressed man in the ballpark tonight. It's like old timey baseball where you're coat and tie to the.
That's right.
Came straight from court.
Oh my goodness!
Be a ball.
Woo!
First ball of the at bat for Hauser.
I don't know if back in the old times they had those pimp canes, though. That was pretty snazzy. A little modern twist on it.
Well, that's an umbrella, I do believe.
Oh, that was an umbrella. Okay. It's dual-use pimp cane. That one was high. First ball, actual ball of the bat, but it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shake him up. 1 on second. 2-2-2. Deuces wild. Let's get a lucky 3rd strike here to send us into the bottom of the 6th inning.
Carson Durnin delivers. Cade Durnin trying to sneak in behind the runner there.
An awkward looking play there. Good thing that Cade did not run all the way to second base, or we'd be staring down the barrel of a 2-0 game.
Yeah, he threw that to the man and not the bag. That one's high to fill the count. And Tobin Dudley's going to come and talk things over with the sophomore.
Tobin's saying, look, kid, you got one guy to worry about, and that's the guy number 4 holding that bat, batting in the left-handed batter's box. Get him, and nothing matters out there at second. But Jackson Hauser is a tough cookie. He's a leadoff guy for him, little spark plug, very quick. Get back to that fastball that he's been late on, see if we can get one by him. Oh, he just taps at it. Stays alive.
Keeps himself alive here. Has to regroup and get his bat, getting a little encouragement from his teammates in the dugout. Carson Durnin looking to get himself out of this inning. Runner goes. That one right to Cam, and that's for out number 3. And we're going to take a break. Coming back with the bottom of the 6th inning on your home for local sports, KRMS TV.
got Papo's.
The Motor Hut is a full-service lawn and garden store specializing in repair, parts, and sales. Check out their Steel, Gravely, Grasshopper, and Husqvarna products. There are always special deals on landscaping, garden, and outdoor equipment. The Motor Hut, home of lawn equipment, sales, and service with a staff that understands all aspects of the business, is close by to help you work smarter. Visit the Motor Hut on Facebook, online at themotorhut.com. But put to the Motor Hut in Camdenton or call 346-6110.
Purchasing a boat is a pretty big investment, and when you purchase a rough water dock, you're protecting that investment for years to come. Rough Water Dock has been your trusted dock builder at the lake for over 30 years, specializing in custom docks that are built to withstand the rough waters of the Lake of the Ozarks. Rough Water is a full-service dock builder offering commercial construction, dock additions, swim docks. They're Amarin certified and fully insured. Rough Water Dock, the peace of mind you want and the protection you need.
Now, the greatest collection of classic country music ever assembled in the Lake of the Ozarks is yours.
And the Wichita lineman.
It's on Classic Country 104.9.
I said, Fred.
We're banging the twang with the songs you'll never forget.
Everybody starts moving.
Sing along with Classic Country 104.9.
God bless the USA.
And we're back at the Cove where the Camden Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0 in Ozark Conference action.
Oh, the wind's picking up here.
Wind has certainly picked up. It is, although curiously, you look at the flag out there in center field, and it's not moving, but everything around us certainly is. I was getting ready to give you a direction of what if it was coming in or out, but apparently over there, the wind is centrally located at our broadcast position. But Cam Durnan at the plate for the Lakers, the senior, batting .348 on the season.
Some might call it a tornado.
He's got 18 doubles or higher.
Extra base hits.
Same pitcher in there for the...
That's Muldoon. He pitched a heck of a game, a whale of a game, a no-hitter. This is Durnan's third time seeing him. I'm looking to see at least a hit here. We just got to get it started. We got to get it started, and he takes a big cut. I know Durnan's got the power of anybody on our team to do that.
But he's finding himself in a 1-2 hole here.
We got to see it. We got to get some base runners.
No outs in the bottom of the sixth inning. Lakers have two opportunities to crack into this 1-0 lead that Kickapoo has been holding since the first inning. Yeah. And Durnan sends that one down the third base line, but out of play. Staying alive at 2-1, 1-2. Durnan leaning off this inning, trying to get something going for the Lakers. Right in the heart of the lineup for Camdenton. You probably think if something's gonna happen, it's most likely gonna happen in this inning in this part of the lineup, Daryl.
I would hope so, but that's also another reason just to get this lineup moving, so maybe we can get another opportunity. Interesting development over here in the hole. Now it looks like Basham has got his helmet on. Just getting a little late, and Durnan gets quick pitched and gets struck out. Probably swung at a ball there. Rough night for the big senior, the heart of our team.
Brings a junior to the plate, number 17, Cade Durnan. Cade started out this game on the mound, has moved to second base. Kickapoo's going to take a little mound conference themselves.
I thought they were getting ready to switch pitchers, but I don't think so.
Maybe they are. He was high-fiving everybody.
Would they switch him in a no-hitter here? I guess they would. I'm going to take the ball from him. What an outing for Muldoon. Going to get himself some recognition postseason probably for this one performance. Will probably make him at least all conference. What a start. Colin Muldoon. Fantastic outing. Here's the bad news, partner. He's only a junior.
Yeah, Nate Owen's going to come into the ball game for the Chiefs. He started this game as the DH. See if I got anything on him. Did have a little varsity experience last year. Not necessarily one of their more important arms, but today he's coming in a spot here for the Chiefs against conference leading Camdenton Lakers here. This, as I mentioned, this is an Ozark Conference game, so Lakers looking to get a piece at least of their first Ozark Conference title, and to do that, they're going to need to win 2 out of their next 3 games, this one included. So if they drop this one, that means to guarantee a piece of the Ozark Conference, are going to have to win the final 2 conference games at Hillcrest and then Rolla.
We don't want to look too far ahead. We just want to look at these next 5 outs that we have left on offense. Looks like just coming at him from a different arm angle, but Nate Owen so far hasn't shown much of a fastball. He's got kind of an infielder delivery, as you might expect, playing infield. Looks to be throwing a little bit of off speed. Just kind of a shake up here. Let's see if the Lakers can figure this one out. I would have liked to see Cam get a taste of him, but they wisely waited, as Muldoon had Cam's number.
So it'll be Cade, followed by Jackson Basham. Cole Hilton will be the next to bat if one of those 2 can get on.
Umpire dusts off the plate. Maybe that'll help his eye on the strike zone. No doubles defense for Kickapoo. That gives a chance to break this no-hitter. No doubles means they just play back on things. Very wise decision by the Kickapoo coach. Big cut again. Almost falls over.
Almost stayed fair. Nobody made chase for that, but it luckily rolls. You know, like you said, this notorious Camdenton infield, that could have hit the right spot and stayed fair. But instead, it's 1 strike for Durnan here. 1 down.
Here's the next pitch. Durnan gets under it. Hits it a mile high.
That's going to go out of play into the
Camdenton bullpen.
And the last time we saw him hit a couple over there in a row, about the 3rd or 4th one went further than I've seen the ball go in this park.
It went a long way in a clutch spot on a clutch day. And he's behind on that one. Boy, these kids are quick pitching us, and it's working. And it seems to be not many of the Lakers have shortened up their stroke at all. We're just trying to do the same thing. Basham's always a candidate to rope one up the middle.
And that's 2 down here in the 6th inning. Lakers down to 4 outs. Four outs to score 1 run to extend this ball game.
Basham ducks under that one. Brought his bat with him, or that could have been bad news. That one's low and called a strike. That's at the knees. I'll call that one a strike. I'll give him a little break there.
1-1's a count. Basham waits on the pitch from Owen.
Oh, now that's some heat.
A little bit outside.
So he might have been sandbagging in his warm-ups there, because it looks like he can really throw. Nate's cooking it.
Basham, since I went out,
get down,
and it's going to get just in front of the outfielders, and Lakers are going to have the tying run on first base in Jackson Basham, and brings to the plate your senior first baseman, number 16, Cole Hilton.
Well, hopefully they stay in this no doubles defense. I don't know if we test this catcher or not. He looks like he pretty complete package there behind the plate. String together a couple hits here, and you never know what happens, Luke. It's baseball. Day to day, you never know what happens.
Hilton lays off that one for ball. Like we said it last time Hilton came up. Oftentimes Hilton's a catalyst for this offense. Not that's. Basham back to first. Not necessarily putting up, monster numbers for Cole, but they're clutch numbers, right? He comes up in big situations, kind of gets things going for this Lakers squad.
That's part of batting in the 5 spot. You're going to always have some action in front of you, especially with this lineup. Cole probably likes seeing this right-handed pitcher a little better than he likes seeing that last lefty. Every pitch probably looked like it was coming right at him from the lefty. Ball's low.
Lays off that one.
3-0 count here. Try to get our second walk of the game. Basham takes a modest lead off first. Ball's a strike.
He was taken all the way on that one. 3-1, 2 outs here.
I've been really impressed with Kickapoo's pitching so far, obviously. But just the decisions of the pitches in the counts have been really good.
Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Hilton steps out of the box.
Coach Durnan is once again thinking that these pickoff plays are kind of balks.
And Hilton sends someone up the middle, but it's right to the second baseman for the first out. And that's 3. Lakers down to 3 outs on this ball game. Going into the 7th inning with the Lakers trailing 1-0 on your home for local sports, KRMS TV.
Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.com. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.com. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.
For all of your local and long-distance moves, call Lake Movers today. 573-319-1730. MovingTheLake.com.
Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.com. Lake Movers, we're moving the lake.
If you have a residential or commercial new construction project, remember Ireland Construction. They handle remodels, construct steel buildings, and provide a variety of other services. Ireland Construction strives to meet and exceed the needs of their customers in a timely manner within your budget. Visit their Facebook page to view some awesome pictures. If you're thinking about a construction project, contact the best at the lake, Ross Ireland, Ireland Construction, 573-434-0786.
Allie Home & Howe Funeral Home, your hometown funeral service provider, has been proudly supporting Camdenton and the surrounding communities for 90 years. At Allie Home & Howe Funeral Home, we believe in giving back, remaining visible, and serving the communities that have welcomed us through the years. Our hometown staff is active in volunteering at local organizations. Brett Edson and the staff at Allie Home & Howe Funeral Home are proud supporters of Camdenton Laker Athletics, and we wish all of our student athletes the best of luck in the upcoming season.
1, 2, 3, Lakers!
We're back at the Cove where the Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0. This is the final inning, top of the 7th. Kickapoo looking to hold on to their 1-0 lead. Lakers will have one more at bat to hopefully, if they can keep this score at 1-0. Takes a swing at that one for a strike.
Lakers have dodged some really good opportunities for Kickapoo to tack on more runs here.
Catcher Brian Wamshire at the plate for the Chiefs. Wamshire sends it to center field, and Jackson Basham's going to settle underneath it. Calls them all off for the first out of the inning. Carson Durnan on the mound for the Lakers. Evan Vintage coming to the plate, the second baseman.
Vintage has walked, flied to left, and walked again.
He's an all-stater from last year. Hit 3 homers on his way to Warrensburg, play for the Mules.
Luke, you know what the female athletes are called there at Warrensburg?
The Jennies.
Very, very good.
My father's alma mater.
Oh, yes.
Been to a few games there. Actually played on that football field in my junior and senior year in high school against Excelsior Springs on a neutral site game.
Excelsior Springs was always a tough school up there near north of Kansas City.
Yeah, we beat them there in Warrensburg, but then come to the state championship game in the Dome, they got us.
One and two count here with one out. Diggs one out, foul. He's got a good eye and a good stroke. I can see what the guys in Warrensburg see in him.
Like I said, he's an Ozark Conferencer, all-district, all-stater. Off a really good team from last year that graduated some seniors, and he's one of the underclassmen that's left behind to lead this particular 2023 squad. And he takes one on the arm there for the first base runner of this half inning.
That was an off-speed pitch. Just got away. Those are the ones you want to get hit by if you're going to get hit by one, because that one just kind of floated in there and didn't break. A little disappointed there. I'd like to see a fastball, although that off-speed pitch, I guess, with a 1-2 count is justified.
But Durnan just gets right back up there, ready to go. Wants to go again. Kickapoo batter settles in.
Big cut. Here comes a throw. Whew. Doubly nice try. Cole Hilton was right there for the tag, but nothing doing.
Cale McCarville batting for the Chiefs. Also an all-conference player from last season. Tom Dudley going to take time out here and go visit with the sophomore Durnan.
McCarville's trying to avoid the golden sombrero today, Luke. You know what that is?
0 for 4?
0 for 4, all 4 strikeouts. But right now he's 0 for 3. He struck out twice swinging and once looking. Those are all from big brother, the junior, Cade Durnan. Carson's trying to finish him off here. Or I'd rather see a double play. There's a big cut. And then it's 0-2.
Kickapoo holding on to that 1-0 lead that they were able to put that one run, the only run of the ball game on the board in that first inning, and have clung to that lead ever since.
I did not think we'd be here at this juncture at this time in the game, partner, but so we are, and we can still come back from this, and we can still make this a good day.
Oh, he wanted that one. Instead, we're gonna.
There it is. Okay, I saw it. Coach Durnan's. And Coach Durnan might have gotten tossed.
Just been thrown from the game.
I think I saw a throw motion from the umpire. It wasn't very assertive, kind of like his balls and strike calls. Now he's getting a little more assertive. And now it is official.
Yeah. Coach Durnan's going to have to take a walk to the parking lot on that one.
Well, Coach Durnan must be having the same vision problems I am, because he's saying everything that I wanted to say, maybe a little bit more. But this is going to hopefully spark up the Lakers to maybe get some swings going. I'm not seeing much enthusiasm there in the dugout. Somebody needs to get him in there and pick him up. Now we got the umpire fired up. Now Carson's going to have to say, Papa, I got you. I got you. Let's throw some strikes here and get in there and get some redemption.
All right, so let's reset here. The Lakers trailing 1-0 against the Kickapoo Chiefs. Lakers down a manager. It's 2 strikes, 1 ball here with 1 out.
Let's see if that affects the home plate umpire in any way. It doesn't matter because that's a strikeout. There's a throw to second, and he is safe. Woo! Good play. Good throw by Dudley. Good tag. Way to keep it on there by Cam. But that is the 4th strikeout of the day for Cale McCarville.
And brings to the plate the first baseman, number 26, Jalen Brandon.
Jalen, that's what I kind of tried to say earlier. He's had a rather uneventful day as well, with 2 strikeouts with runners in scoring position for him. And then he lined out to the third baseman his last time at bat. That was that heck of a play by Spencer Mellencamp. So he's got the power. This one's coming up. This might be the one. Oh,
Dudley's going to settle under it.
And he
got it for the 3rd out of the inning. We're out of the inning. Lakers have one more opportunity to come back in this ball game, down 1-0 on your home for local sports, KRMS TV.
The Lake's Lunch and Dinner headquarters is the new Encore Lakeside Grill. Check out these daily lunch and dinner specials. Only $15 at the Encore. Meatloaf Mondays, Country Fried Steak Tuesdays, Sirloin Steak Wednesdays, Smoked Pork Ribs on Thursday, and Fish Fillet on Friday. Enjoy $5 off appetizers from 3 until 6:30 every day and all day Sundays. There's always great entertainment Tuesday through Saturday with dueling pianos on Fridays and Saturdays. The Encore. Excellence on every level.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. I invite you to come see our incredible selection of pre-owned vehicles here on our lot, starting as low as $4,000, and combined with our friendly, no-pressure sales staff. Hewlett's also is proud to offer aggressive subprime rates and options if there is a need. Our prices and photos of all pre-owned inventory is always available to view at shophewlett.com. So come see us today and let us show you the Hewlett difference. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
Most people consider the Lake of the Ozarks a premier vacation spot, but for those of us who live here know it's just a bunch of little towns with a big pond. When you listen to News Talk 1150 and 97.5 KRMS, you get more than headlines. You actually participate in conversation and debate about that city ordinance that makes you nuts, or the kid down the block that does great deeds. Plus, to work and on the way home, get the latest news, weather, and sports. It's entertainment. News Talk 1150 and 97.5 KRMS.
So we're not doing it.
Was he not watching? How could the producer not be watching?
And we're back here at the Cove where the Camden Lakers trail the Kickapoo Chiefs 1-0. The Lakers down to their last 3 outs here in the 7th inning. At the plate,
Spencer Mellencamp is at the plate, Luke. He's going to try to get this thing rolling for the Lakers. It's rally cap time if you got him. I'd like to remind everybody that this upcoming Monday here at the Cove, at lovely Camdenton baseball field, is senior night. Come out and support those seniors.
Mellencamp sends that one down the third baseline out of play for 2 strikes here. No balls, no outs.
It's been a common theme today, Luke, is no balls, 2 strikes. The Lakers have been hitting from the hole, hitting from behind, and pitching from behind, both. Just got to get some base runners any way possible. That was probably too close to take, but it was a ball, I guess, outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty thin margins here with a 1-run lead here. A lot can happen. Mellencamp goes down for a strikeout again. That's a 1 out here. Lakers down to 2 outs.
Dudley brings his bat to the plate.
Looking to keep their Ozark Conference undefeated streak alive.
Looking to keep their championship hopes alive, which I guess they will remain alive, but it'll be a lot easier to get there with a W today, partner. If Dudley can find a way on here, Luke, I would say that it probably would be a good time to go to Papo's Pizza after the game for pizza made with the freshest ingredients. It's Papo's, from award-winning pizza and wings to sandwiches and their famous homemade cookies. Dinner is a snap. Dine in or order online at papospizzeria.com, or you can call 573-693-1092. At Papo's, they keep it real, they keep it fresh. Dudley's keeping it real with a pop-up, maybe enough room.
Right at
Dan, just
the fence line and bullpen. Gets into the bullpen out of play. Keeps Tobin alive here. Yeah, Papo's would be a nice place to go watch this NFL draft tonight, huh?
Yeah, Luke, I'm excited about all the draft picks. However, I've always been a proponent that I can skip all the TV watching and the hoopla and just read it on my computer or in a newspaper as soon as it's over.
Yeah, but this year it's in Kansas City, and it's going to showcase Union Station and the World War I Memorial and all those great things, and kind of show off our city to the rest of the NFL world.
Well, I can go up to Kansas City just as easily as watch a bunch of commercials. So I'll do it my way, you do it yours, and we'll both talk about it at the end. There's a ground ball to the shortstop who's been gobbling them up all day, playing a heck of a defensive spot there. 1 down, Lakers down to their last 2 outs.
Last out. That's
last out. I'm sorry, partner. That's right.
And that's going to bring Levi Lehman to the plate, the DH, who's been batting in place of Zane Fry.
Lehman does like to draw those walks, so let's see if he can do it. Evan Vinage having a heck of a game there at shortstop. He is a senior for this Kickapoo Chiefs squad. These kind of at-bats are going to really lend to Lehman's development and growth here in the Laker baseball system. He's going to be obviously one of the leaders next year as a junior, and then even more so his senior year. These are the games that are going to build up on him, and hopefully he can have some success early as he swings way out in front of that off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out.
Levi's 5'8" and 140. Does some outfield and pitches a little bit. He has an interest in sports management when he gets into his career field.
Probably intern over there with our buddy Mark. We'd like to thank him for coming in today. Here's a hit. Big chopper. Hit to the wrong guy, though, as that shortstop. Oh!
Just unable to pick that one off.
Lakers stay alive, and look who it is here.
Jalen Brandon unable to come up with that one.
You can find a way to get on here, Luke. We're back to the top of the order.
Got your senior left fielder at the plate for the Lakers, Jace Nichols.
I'm going to rally cap it up here with my Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs.
He represents the go-ahead run.
He's going to bunt.
Bunt's a good idea.
Puts that one down, and it dies. But he didn't have enough to get there in time. That's going to wrap this thing up with the Kickapoo Chiefs defeating the Camden Lakers 1-0. We'll take a quick break here and then come back and wrap things up here on your home for local sports, KRMS TV.
The Lake's Lunch and Dinner headquarters is the new Encore Lakeside Grill. Check out these daily lunch and dinner specials. Only $15 at the... Most people consider the Lake of the Ozarks a premier vacation spot, but for those of us who live here know it's just a bunch of little towns with a big pond. When you listen to News Talk 1150 and 97.5 KRMS, you get more than headlines. You actually participate in conversation and debate about that city ordinance that makes you nuts, or the kid down the block that does great deeds. Plus, to work and on the way home, get the latest news, weather, and sports. It's entertainment. News Talk 1150 and 97.5 KRMS. Now, the greatest collection of classic country music ever assembled in the Lake of the Ozarks is yours.
And the Wichita lineman.
It's on Classic Country 104.9.
I said, Fred.
We're banging the twang with the songs you'll never forget.
Everybody starts moving.
Sing along with Classic Country 104.9.
God bless the USA.
So, who did you wake up with this morning? Yikes. Who are you going to fool around with at work today? And who will you take home tonight? Now that just makes you sound desperate. We do too, so don't be a button-pushing radio tramp. We'd appreciate a monogamous relationship. There's only one station that rocks the lake. 93.5 Rocks, classic rock, and more. Streaming worldwide at 935rocksthelake.com.
What was the 3A number one team, the Catholic team? What are they called?
Valley
Catholic, out of St. Louis.
Wait, are we back?
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, everybody. As tough loss for the Lakers here at Camdenton. 1-0 was the final score. Visiting Kickapoo had one hit and one error and one run. Rough first inning. Cade Durnan will take the loss. Tough loss. The true story in my mind, partner, this game was their sophomore left-hander Colin Muldoon pitching a no-hit gem, and then they had, fortunately enough, Nate Owen could come in and close the door on the Lakers, who also only got one hit and had one error. And that brings us down to the few final games left in the season. The Lakers hadn't seen a loss or that little offensive output since the wooden bat lost to number one in District 3A, Valley Catholic. And Lakers got to do a little regrouping here because they got more games coming.
Yeah, Lakers take their first conference loss here. They're still in the fight for that conference, the elusive conference title. But does certainly put the pressure on for those next two conference games against Hillcrest and Raleigh. Going to have to come out with victories in both of those games to at least assure a piece of that conference title. But Lakers still shaping things up for that district tournament and looking to go in the postseason as well. But Lakers take their first conference loss here, first regular season loss at the Cove, non-tournament style. So, but it was a good outing by the Lakers. They just couldn't get the bats going, and really, to hold this Kickapoo team to only one run, says something about the pitching. It's just that early run, and Kickapoo's able to hold on to it throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, look, and a lot of times in all of baseball, we've said it before, it comes down to whichever team walks the fewest batters and makes the fewest mistakes. And tonight, not a lot of mistakes made defensively for either team. However, the Lakers did walk a substantial more amount of batters than Kickapoo did. Kickapoo only had three walks in the game, Forgot about Levi Lehman's last walk in the bottom of the seventh. And then, unfortunately, the The Lakers had 9 total walks in the game, so that's a 3-to-1 ratio. And anytime that's happening and the margins are so thin, it's going to be tough for the Lakers to overcome that. However, it's a new day tomorrow, and the Lakers will be back to try to clinch out this conference championship.
And we'll be back on Monday, May 1st, here at the Cove. Camdenton plays Marshfield for senior night. So come on out to the Cove and check it out. Come see your seniors play their senior night. There will be another home game after that against Rolla, but senior night will be against Marshfield Monday night, 4:30, and you can watch it here live on your home for local sports. Thanks to our camera folks, to Daryl, Mark Webb set in with us, and CJ back in the home studio up high atop Broadcast Hill. Until next time, Laker fans, I'm Luke Hagedorn, and this has been Laker Baseball on KRMS TV.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Hewlett's has partnered with a local bank to help people who have had financial hiccups or unexpected issues in life that have affected their credit. We have access to extremely low subprime rates and the right vehicles to get you back on your feet in no time. Hewlett's is a place to help you purchase from a compassionate, reputable dealer that can offer service after the sale. Come see us today and let's get started. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices, that's the way we do it.